بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، نبينا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة والتسليم. أيها الأخوة والأخوات، مرحبا بكم في حلقة جديدة من حلقات مادة اللغة الإنجليزية لطلاب الاقتصاد وعلم الإدارة لكلية الاقتصاد والعلوم الإدارية. أيها الأخوة، في حلقة هذا اليوم وهي الحلقة رقم 26 session number 26, the 26th session, we will continue our discussion of the simple present tense. So this session is a continuation of what we have discussed before about the simple present tense. All right, we will start with a reading exercise. Text to read, and all of it is about a person, and it's about a person by the name Ziad Ahmed, and he talks about himself, where he lives, what he does, and what he likes and what he doesn't like. Okay, then we'll make questions. We'll learn how to make questions using you and other pronouns in this session and in the next session, probably the next couple of sessions, and then we'll close with of course most other tenses in English. But let's start with this passage for today, right now. Okay, so let's read this text here about Ziad Ahmed. Good evening. My name is Ziad Ahmed. I come from Mecca, but now I live and work in Riyadh. I have a very small apartment on Ulayya Street. I am an engineer, and I am also a student of economics at Imam University. I work for a big company in Riyadh. Living in Riyadh is difficult because it is a very big city. But I enjoy its big malls and restaurants. I like traditional Saudi food and Lebanese food too. I also like Indian food a lot. I drink tea, but I don't drink coffee. I don't like it. I like sports a lot. I play soccer and basketball. I speak 2 languages, Arabic and a little English. I want to be a businessman. All right, one more time. Good evening. My name is Ziad Ahmed. I come from Mecca, but now I live and work in Riyadh. I have a very small apartment on Ulayya Street. I am an engineer, and I am also a student of economics at Imam University. I work for a big company in Riyadh. Living in Riyadh is difficult because it's a very big city, but I enjoy its big malls and restaurants. I like traditional Saudi food and Lebanese food too. I also like Indian food a lot. I drink tea, but I don't drink coffee. I don't like it. I like sports a lot. I play soccer and basketball. I speak 2 languages, Arabic and a little English. I want to be an actor. If you look at this text here, all right, which is of course, you know, about Ziad Ahmed, right? He says, he starts with, of course, that greeting, right? And it's very similar to a text that the reference for this text, by the way, is a book that's called American Headway, and it's a very good book if you wanted to, of course, try it. The text is similar to one that is in American Headway, but by somebody else, but I used the name Ziad Ahmed, and I kind of done some changes, of course, so that it fits our culture. But it is from American Headway. American Headway. All right. Look at this first sentence here. My name's Ziad Ahmed. I come. This is one verb, right? Let's go through the verbs. Come. And then I live and work also. The verbs are come, live, work, have, and then I'm trying to just show you the verb, not the verb be, but the simple present tense verbs. And here I work, also work for a big company. And here is another, I enjoy, okay, enjoy, and then I like, all right? I also like, and then I drink, but I don't drink here also, and then like here, and then I play, I speak, and then finally I want. Now, what do you notice here? وإيش لاحظتوا في الأفعال هذه؟ هل في تغير؟ لا. نفس الفعل, it's the infinitive, right? Or the base form of the verb, no change. All of them. Come, have, and all of the verbs that come right after I. طبعا the subject is I, so no change in the verb. لما يكون السبجكت إيش؟ ضمير I, إيش؟ فلا يتغير الفعل كما هو. Okay. Now let's move on to the next slide. Exercise. Listen to me and repeat. And what I want you to do, all right, and this is very similar to that exercise that follows that reading in American Headway, and I liked it, so I wanted to use it in this session. Questions. All right. Now I want you to just repeat after me. I will say the questions and you repeat. Do you come from Mecca? I do expect that you will say, when I say the question, I do expect that you will say the question right after me, all right? So, do you come from Mecca? Do you live in Mecca? Do you live in an apartment? Do you work in a hospital? Do you like Indian food? Do you like your job? Do you drink coffee? Do you speak Arabic and French? Okay. So, right after me, you must have said, of course, or repeated the questions. Now, look at the question first. Let's just discuss them very briefly here. When I say, do you come from Mecca? That's a yes-no question. And normally, for yes-no questions, what do we get? We get what's called short answers. We get what? Short answers. Okay, so the question starts with do, all right? That's because it's a question. Then you, the subject. Then the verb, and no change in it because, again, the subject is you, right? And the rest. Do you come from Mecca? Yes, I do. This is short answer. Because you can say, yes, I come from Mecca. But normally, in speech, you just say, yes, I do. Question 2. Do you live in Mecca? No, I don't. I live in Riyadh. I live in Riyadh. Do you live in an apartment? Yes. According to the reading, of course. Yes, I do. This is short. Again, short answer. I live in an apartment on Abu Bakr Street. Actually, it is on Alaya Street, but here I changed it. So, do you work in a hospital? Do you work in a hospital? No, I don't. I work for a big company in Riyadh. Do you like Indian food? Yes, I do. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Do you like your job? No, I don't. I want to be a businessman. I want to be a businessman. Do you drink coffee? No, I don't. I don't like it. Do you speak Arabic and French? I speak Arabic, but I don't speak French. Okay, so short answers, right? And then notice that we have don't here. This is negative. When you say no, that means you, of course, bring that do plus the not for negative, and they're both attached, as we said earlier. This we have actually explained and discussed in a previous session. And one thing here I wanted to say, look, for this answer, do you speak Arabic and French? He said, I speak Arabic, but, okay, we have the comma here, and then we have the word but. I don't speak. But, of course, that part of the sentence is, of course, opposite to that one, and therefore we use but we connect that these two, of course, parts of the sentence with the word but. All right, listen and again repeat and then write your answers. Okay, where do you live? House or apartment? So just repeat after me. What do you do? Where do you work? Okay, where do you work? Again, where do you live? What do you do? Where do you work? What sports do you like? What drinks do you like? How many languages do you speak? Of course, the answers will be, of course, about you. You answer the questions. Like, for example, here, I live in a house. And I want you to use this slide to, of course, give answers about yourself. You give answers about yourself. All right. For example, here, what do you do? I'm an accountant. And where do you work? I work in a bank. What sports do you like? I like soccer. What drinks do you like? I drink tea and orange juice. How many languages do you speak? I speak 2 languages, Arabic and French. Okay? Now, you give answers about, of course, yourself. Exercise 3. Read the following sentences and check the correct ones. Here, we have some sentences, right, in each item. In number 1, for example, here we have 2 sentences. One of them is correct and the other is not. All right, in each item, in 1, 2, 3, 4, right, and we have some more in this part of the slide coming. So, look at this question here. Live you in Mecca? Do you live in Mecca? Now, which one is correct? This is a question. So what is the correct way to make a question? Do we start with a verb, just a regular verb, or do we start with do? Of course we start with do. Then the subject and then the verb. Here we don't have a helping verb, so we do not say live you in Mecca? No. We have to start with or use that helping verb do, followed by the subject, and this is the way, of course, the correct way to make a question or a yes/no question using do. Do you live in Mecca? All right, we don't want to do that right now. Well, actually, let's go there so that so that's this one here. Do you live in Mecca? Number 2. We have, again, 2 questions. One of them is correct, and the other is not correct. Where do you come from? Where you come from? Which do you think is correct? This one or that one? Can you guess? لاحظ هذا إيش? Well, we got do here, but do is not there. Right? That means that this one is correct because we start with where. This is the WH word. Questions with, of course, the WH word, followed by do. When we make, of course, questions in simple present tense. لما نسوي أسئلة أو يعني نكون أسئلة بالsimple present tense نستخدم إيش؟ do إذا كان السبجكت you طبعا. right? لكن في حال مثلا احنا أردنا مثلا نسأل عن نستخدم الverb be, that's something else. لما نأتي لل مثلا إذا في بالverbs ممكن يكون the verb progressive or the present tense the progressive, the present continuous. All right. And of course, if we have a verb be here, we can say something like is. But I mean, like for example, where is your job, or where is your brother, or where is your car, or where are you from, things like that. But here we have just a this is a question in simple present tense. So where do you come from? Or where do you come from? This is correct. Where do you come from? Number 3. Do you speak Arabic? Are you speak Arabic? Again, what do you think? And if this one is correct, why? And if this one is correct, why? If this one is incorrect, why? Can you tell? This is correct. Okay? Do you speak Arabic? Not are you speak Arabic. Unless, of course, again, we're listening to somebody and he speaks a language that is Arabic, which probably, like somebody listening to Arabic and he doesn't understand, and maybe he just probably thought or expected that it is Arabic. And in the case, for example, that person is speaking to, at that moment, right? So it is like present progressive, and you say, are you speaking Arabic? Like at that, at that time. Then it's possible, but we have to add ing here. That is something that we have not yet started. So this is not correct. All right, so do you speak Arabic? That's correct. Number 4, I don't speak French. I know speak French. Again, here, we do not have that do, right? The helping verb do, and that's why this one is wrong, and this one is correct. So I don't speak French. Number 5, do you like tennis? Yes, I like. Do you like tennis? Yes, I do. لاحظ السؤالين صحيحة كلاهما، لكن واحدة منهم لما تكتمل هنا بتكون خطأ، خاصة هنا طبعا يكون الخطأ. we do not say yes I like and stop، لأنه فعل like لا بد أن يأتي بعده إيش؟ an object. It takes an object. It is a transitive verb, so it has to have an object. So this is a short answer then. Yes, I do, and this is correct. Number 6. Are you married? Are you married? No, I don't. Or, no, I'm not. This one is correct, right? This one is correct because when you say, are you married? We're asking about the state of a person. We're not asking about an action that he's doing, right? Just the state of a person. So this is correct. Are you married? Yes, I am. Or no, I'm not. In this case, of course, no, I'm not. Number 7. You are an engineer, or you are an engineer. What do you think? This is easy, I guess. Look at the verb, the noun here, engineer and engineer. It's, of course, preceded by a or an. The first sound in this word is the vowel E, right? E, or the sound, the letter E, and the letter E. And in that case, of course, this one is correct. So we say an engineer, like an accountant, an apple, an engineer, an umbrella, or all of these, of course. And number 8, I don't drink coffee. Not drink I know coffee, that's wrong. I don't drink coffee. Okay? All right. Exercise 4, use the pronouns and words in parentheses to write positive and negative sentences. لاحظ عندنا هنا في an example like I and tennis. أنت من خلال اطلاعك على أو قراءتك للإيش الكلمات اللي بين الأقواس هنا راح تبين لك إيش الفعل اللي محتاج إنك تستخدمه. right? سيتبين يعني بكل وضوح ما هو الفعل الذي إيش يراد استخدامه. فمثلا في الرقم 1 هنا في المثال مثلا tennis. I and then tennis. What do you tennis? إما تقول I like tennis أو I play tennis. طبعا في النفي بتقول إيش I don't like tennis. I like tennis and I don't like tennis. بالنسبة لنا with apple, I and apple. What do we do with apples? يعني إيش راح نسوي مع التفاحة يعني? Do you eat it or do you what? Play with it or what do you do? What do you do with apples? Of course, you eat them. And of course, I leave it blank here because you will do it yourself as a homework assignment. So back to it again. You'll have it. You'll do it yourself. That will be like a homework assignment. I read them. I, apple. You, basketball. What do you do with basketball? Basketball is a kind of sports. And then they, Saudi food. They, Saudi food. يعني تفكر في إيش الفعل اللي ممكن تستخدمه. هنا they هم والأكل السعودي. يطبخونه ولا يحبوه ولا يأكلوه ولا إيش. And then I am pizza. So some people like pizza, some people don't. What about you? You and T. لاحظ نحن نريد استخدام you, I, they, right? Okay, sports. I'm a soccer here. They, soccer. Soccer means, of course, كرة القدم, but of course, in American English. They, what do they do with soccer? Of course, it's playing. So the verb play is used here. So the answer would be, of course, I help you with that. They play soccer, or they don't play soccer. I and sports. Sports الرياضات يعني. And then you, swimming. They, baseball. Okay? All right. And now, answer the following questions. Write your answers. Here's another exercise that also you will do as a homework assignment. Do you live in Riyadh? Do you live in Riyadh? Right? Yes, I do. لاحظ it's a yes-no question. It's a yes-no question. And normally, as I said earlier, normally or usually, we give short answers. We give short answers to yes, no questions. So, yes, I do. Do you study accounting? Do you live in a house? Do you like Riyadh? Do you have a job? Do you drink tea? Do you exercise? Do you play soccer? Do you have friends? Are you married? All of these questions, of course, are yes-no questions, and I would like you to write your answers. In other words, the answers that you will write here are supposed to be about you. Okay? They're all about you. Okay. Now, look at this. Do you study accounting? No, I don't. And then you give me of course, the right information about you. What do you study? I study marketing. Marketing. And you know what accounting and marketing, I think. You know what they mean. All right. Now let's move on to something else here. We have a reading here, but before we do that reading, let me just go back and review, because we have, we'll do that in the next session. So let me just go back and make a very quick review to this, to what we have covered in this session, since I have only about a couple of minutes. All right, just about a couple of minutes. All right. Again, we looked at this this reading, and we said that it has verbs. All right, all the verbs are in the simple present tense, and they do not change. We don't change them because they are preceded by, or the subject that come with them is what? The pronoun I, and with that, of course, no change. It is all of the verbs are in the simple, on the base form, no change. And again, keep in mind that we are doing the simple present tense. Then we looked at, of course, the questions here. I said them to you, right? And then you gave me, of course, we got the short answers there, right? Got short answers, right? And then we also listened to the questions here, all right? And then, right, we looked at, this is, by the way, one of the exercises that you can, that is very helpful, because when you look at two sentences that are, of course, that one of them is correct and the other is not, you can make this kind of comparison. مقارنة، يعني ممكن تسوي مقارنة وتعرف ايش الخطأ، يساعدك بالطريقة دي تساعد نفسك انك تميز ايش الصح من الخطأ. And we discussed that, all of this, right? We looked at the correct ones, all right? And then this exercise, right, about the pronouns, using the pronouns I, you, they, we. And as I said earlier, with all of these pronouns, right, no change, all right, in the verb. It stays the same. Like, and even when you make a negative, you don't change it, all right? You don't change it. And then finally, okay, these yes, no questions, right? The previous ones are, look at these are of course just about you, and these are yes, no questions, and again, short answers are usually given, right, to yes, no questions. And with this, we come to the end of this session 26. I hope it was, informative. شكرا لكم ولاستماعكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.